This is Techie Teacher Friend. I'd like to show you a few things in Canvas today. I use Canvas on a daily basis. It's been the program at my district for I think 3 years now, and I love it. I've learned a lot, and I'd like to show you how to use it so that you can get started. I would like to show you how to create a Sandbox course. This is my favorite way to get started because it allows me to play with all of the capabilities that Canvas has without worrying about what my students see. If you notice on my screen, I do have two unpublished courses here that I use as my Sandbox courses. I teach economics, and so I have a regular one and I have an honors one. The beautiful thing about playing in a Sandbox course is that you can take whatever you build in there and copy it directly into your other classes. So that I usually do that at the beginning of a semester, and then I have my whole setup for the whole rest of the time I have that class. So let's take a look at what you want to do is just over here on the right hand side, you'll notice the Create Sandbox Course option. You just go ahead and give it a click. You want to name your course whatever you want. If you happen to teach a specific subject or a specific grade, it doesn't really matter. This is yours and yours alone, so you can make it whatever you want it to be. So it can be a practice course. You can assign it a short name. It will follow you around when there's a little bit of space left, so I'll just name it short practice for now, and then I'm going to click this orange button that says create course, and it'll automatically open up that course for me. You notice the short name is right here, practice. I'm going to go back to the dashboard and show you how to get to it. So I'm going to click dashboard right here on the left hand side. And right under my list of unpublished courses, there's my practice course. If I click on there, it'll take me right back to the view you just had. So basically, this is your blank slate. This is where you start. You can do so many things here. I like to set up my class as modules, and if you notice on this giant list of things you can do, the word modules is down here, has a little symbol that means it is not viewable by others at this time. Right here you see it says create a new module. You can go ahead and click that, or you can click add module. Any of these would let you start creating a module. I like to think of my modules as a big binder, and I split my modules up by the units I'm teaching. Depending on how your classroom is set up, you could create modules in any way you would like, but I'm going to show you what I would do if I were starting out. For example, I would click add module. I'm going to name it Unit 1. You can give it a longer name, shorter. You don't have to do it by units, whatever is appropriate for your classroom. You can also, at some point, if you publish a course, you can lock a module until a certain point if you want to. This is definitely up to you. I'll show you what it would look like once I click this Add Module button. Now, it's named Unit 1. It says drop files here to add to modules or choose files. And right up top here, this plus sign, is another option of adding anything you want to this module. Again, I use this as kind of my big binder of all the things I want my students to be able to see. You can set up a module and have everything ready in it to go. It could be like a daily lesson. It could be a unit, however you need this to work. It's so nice that you can adjust it to whatever grade level you teach, whatever kind of course you teach. It's all really nice and adaptable. So I'm going to go ahead and click this plus sign to show you what you can do at this point. The first thing that comes up is an assignment by default. I'm going to go ahead and click where it says add in the assignment, and you'll notice there's like a little drop down menu. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. And here's all the other things I can add to my module. I can add a quiz, I can add a file, I can add a page, I can add a discussion, a text header, an external link, or an external tool. I'm going to go ahead and make some more videos showing you what all of these capabilities are, but for today, I'm just going to get started with a simple assignment. So I'm going to click my assignment option. And if you are using a previously made course, all the assignments you've ever created are going to populate right here. But since I just created this sandbox, I don't have anything. So I'm going to have to click this new assignment option. It's going to ask me to name the assignment. So let's give it a name for simplicity's sake of Unit 1, Assignment 1. This option, don't indent or indent, just allows you to move it around in this specific area it's going to pop up. So I'm going to show you how that works in just a second, but for now, I'm going to click Add Item. You'll notice that now we have this Unit 1, Assignment 1 popping up right underneath the Unit 1 module name. This symbol means it's an assignment. These little dots means you can move it up or down. Once we have more things within our module, you can move the order that they're in. This means it's not published. This right here on the module also means it's not published. So the way that I like to do it is I would publish a module, and on the daily, whatever the daily assignment is, I will publish it that day for that class period. So you can kind of control the content that the students see and when they see it. There's other ways of doing this, and I can show you how to do that in another video. For right now, let me show you these three little dots. I'm going to click. And here's the increase indent option. It just moves it in a little bit. You can increase this some more. It's just like the view that you want your students to have. Usually I'll indent something if it's like an extra part of the assignment, like an extra link they might need or something like that. But if you don't want to indent anything, you just decrease the indent right there. And that's how you do it. You can, with these three little dots, have the option to edit the name. You can duplicate it. You can move it within the module. You can completely remove it. You delete it from this module. You can send it to someone. You can copy it. You can share it to Commons, which is a common teacher space where you can share assignments. For right now, I'm going to show you what happens when I click Edit. So I'm going to click Edit, and the only thing I can really do is change the title. If you at any point need to change the title, that's a quick way to do it. So I'm going to update it. But for right now, let's take a look at what happens when you click on the actual title of this assignment you created. There's no content. There's nothing for the students to see here. It's not worth anything. There's nothing to submit. So what you want to do is you want to edit the whole assignment. So I'm going to click Edit at this time. And we have so many options here. And basically, this is anything you want to do to make the assignment stand out or have directions or make it as simple as possible. This box right here allows you to enter a description of the assignment. You can, if you wanted to add a link at this point, you could add an image, you could add some recorded media, whatever it is that you need, you're able to add it here. I don't generally use this unless I'm giving specific detailed instructions. What I usually do is I assign it a point value. So let's assign this a 10-point value. You could change it to whatever you want if you want it to 100 or whatever the assignment may be. This assignment grouping is a way that you can allow your students to see what kind of assignment this is. If you split your grade up into, let's say, classwork and tests, or classwork and quizzes and tests, you can add groups here and they would show up and you could choose, well, this is a classwork assignment, or this is going to be homework assignment or a quiz or anything like that. You can definitely change the assignment group. You're going to display the grade as points unless your school or your district happens to do something different. This option right here is how do you want the student to turn in this assignment? So for right now, it says no submission. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on it. You can have a student turn something in online. So if I click that option, they would actually turn it in here on Canvas. You can have them turn in a text entry where they just type up their answers within Canvas. You can have them insert a website link. You can have them upload a media recording, or you can have them upload a file. Any of these options would work. So let's say we ask our student to do a text entry. You can allow unlimited attempts. You can make it only one. You can split this up and create a group assignment and assign different students to it. You also have the option to do peer reviews. This happens to be what my county uses as a grading system. And if I were to check this off, I have the capability of grading within Canvas and exporting those grades directly to my grading program. You can assign it to all students, which is usually what I do, unless I have something specific for, let's say, a English language learner, or maybe a specific student that needs extra help or something like that. That would be the only time I would change this assign to option. If you needed to change it, you X out of that, and then it would give you a list of possible students. You can set a due date. This is definitely up to you. Some teachers have due dates, some do not. I usually set a due date for when I expect them to turn it in. This is handy if I'm having a substitute come to class and I'm not going to be able to post it at a certain time. You can actually change when it's available from. So let's say I wanted to have this post tomorrow morning and I wanted to change the time to 7:15 a.m. I could do that. And tomorrow morning at 7:15 a.m. it would automatically post. As long as I click Save and Publish, tomorrow morning it would show up for students at 7:15 a.m. I'm going to click Save right now. And I'm going to go back, and you'll see that we have a text entry box is our submission. Now, I did not enter any content here, so I'm going to go back and I'm just going to click edit one more time. So this is where you could give your teacher instructions like write a 2-paragraph response to the following. And you can give it a prompt, type it up here, whatever you like. And then you scroll down, click save. And now you see your directions are here. It's a text entry box. It is not a published assignment. This is what you want to remember. You always want to publish an assignment if you want the students to see it. I did set it up so that tomorrow morning they would see it. And this is something you can always edit at any time. I'm going to click back to my home page. And this is where we're going to see that Unit 1 and that Unit 1 Assignment 1. I hope you enjoyed this basic instruction of how to start setting up your Canvas class. I will have some more videos for you on all the other wonderful things that Canvas has to offer.